Good day. This is Preservation Mathematics Institute. The platform is based on the transformation of abstract nature of mathematics into concrete concept. And into this video, we'll briefly look into the introduction, the complex analysis. What we have to do here is just to analyze what complex analysis is all about and how does this relate to what we have in our environment. From the basic definition of complex analysis is the branch of mathematics that involves the study of complex numbers. At this point, we have to look each of the words so that we'll be able to bring out what we are talking about. So we talk about branch of mathematics. We underline this branch of mathematics. The branch of mathematics has to do with the branch of life. As we have said in our earlier video in general mathematics, whereby we have a branch of life to be a branch of life, the WKU system, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding system. And the involvement of mathematics with the branch of life has to do with the numbers, variables, and the operators. We are looking into another word, study. This is study. Study simply means to look into, research, that's another word, investigate. If you are investigating a particular thing, that means you are looking into it, bringing facts about the study, and also trying to come up with a result. And the last one there is the complex number. That means you are studying the complex number. That is what complex analysis is all about. And the complex number has a mathematical representation of this. Z equals A plus BI. That is the basic mathematical expression. And I have added Z to be A plus or minus BI because it's either A plus BI and Z can also be what? A minus BI. And how does this relate to what we have in our environment? What does A stand for? What does B stand for? What does I stand for? Those are the things we have to look into through the study and also use the branch of life techniques involving the operators to analyze the contents of complex analysis. So, in the concrete aspect, we all know that we have an automobile called BMW. BMW. When you study the BMW automobile, you you come up with what we have: 3 series. We have 3 series, 5 series, 7 series. At this point, this is represented as, we have let's say this is a car lot Z, and we have 3 series. You have let's say 5 series. You have 5.25 plus 7.35. This is the 5 series, 2.5 engine, a BMW brand. This is another 7 series, 3.5 engine. It is always written at the back of those vehicles. So this I is also included in the BMW series, which differentiates this particular spec, the number 7.35, from 7.35i, because that I has to do with limo. It is a bit longer than the number 7 series. So at this point, we are comparing this with this now. By the time you are describing the system, this is also the system where we have I. This I in the complex number is the square root of -1. When you engage yourself in a quadratic equation that involves minus, that minus indicates that you are talking about I. And if you're looking into this and comparing this, you look into the 5.25, that's a series, this 7.35i. Now, you are looking into the operation of the BMW automobile. Let's compare that with the complex analysis, complex numbers. You begin to use the mathematical operators, which are the tools to solve these problems, to turn it to a meaningful platform whereby you'll be able to understand various levels. And when we come to the BMW series, you use the tools. When you open up the engine compartment, you make use of the tools, the screwdriver, the spanners, to use some parts of those engines to just make analysis of what the engine compartment is all about and all the parts of the vehicle. Now, in this place, you can simply use the addition of complex number. We have a Z. Let's say Z1 is 3 plus 4i. Z2 is 4 plus 2i. By the time you use an operator on this is positive. Let's say you are using a positive operator. By the time you're adding Z1 plus Z2, we have it to be what? 3 plus 4i into what? 4 plus 2i. This is 3 plus 4 plus 4i plus 2i. That is 7 plus 6i. This is just the addition of complex number. How can we add up when it comes to the BMW automobile using the 5 series and the 7 series? Let's watch. We have said we have the BMW series with this 7.35i. When you look at the car lot, let's say car lot A, that is Z1, we have 4 of what? 5.25 and 6. Let's look into the same problem in the concrete way. Z1 is 3 of 5 series plus 4 of 7 series limo. And another car lot, we have Z2, 4 5 series plus 2 7 Series limo. This is a car lot. A car lot simply means a garage. You have 3 series, three numbers of 5 series in that car lot, and 4 numbers of 7 series limo in the same car lot. And another car lot belonging to a friend. This is Z2 car lot. That car lot has 4 5 series ordinary and 2 7 series limo. That means you're adding the total number of BMW cars in the 2 garages. So looking at that, you look into the sorting of the BMW series depending on the what? On the spec. You look at 5 series in the first garage, you have another 4 series in the second garage. That means we're having 7 series, 7 number of 5 series in the 2 garages. And we look into the second series, which is the 7 series limo. In the first garage, we have 4 number of 7 series, and in the second garage, we have 2 of 7 series limo, giving us 6 7 series limo. That means the total number of cars in the 2 garages will give us 7 number of 5 series and 6 number of 7 series limo. This leads us to what we call sorting. We can easily relate this to everything we have in the house. Let's assume we have a brand of milk, let's say Jago. Another brand of milk, say Peak. We can see that they are pack of milk, but has a difference in the name. The same way, these are real numbers. And this one in the complex number is called the real number. The one that carries I is called the imaginary number. This is Jago. This is Peak. For those who have a store, by the time you begin to sort the cartons, Jago is separated from the Peak. Both they are the same milk, but different companies. So we can just use the same concrete analysis to sort that out by sorting. But going back to the complex number, the real of A, the real of the complex number, is represented also as the real of S. That is the real number, the real part. You can call it the real part. It's also the real part, the imaginary part. And the imaginary part is what? Imaginary part of Z. It's the same thing as the imaginary part. The real part, this is A. The imaginary part, this is B. Because it carries I. That changes the platform from a real part to an imaginary part. Even though A and B are real numbers. Let's look into the concrete aspect of the automobile. 525, 735. They are both BMW cars. But the real part here is 5.25. The imaginary part is 7.35 because that I is included in that series, which makes it to be different from the normal BMW.